back to early Florida. Some of the first people the Europeans encountered in Florida were the Timucua. The Timucua, not only were they very tall, 7.5, 8.5, crazy tall. Their bones used to be on display in Jekyll Island and in St. Augustine.
They're not there anymore?
Hauled away.
Yeah.
Possibly, likely, to the Smithsonian,
Right.
which they've denied, but I have newspaper articles proving that many, many tall bones were sent to the Smithsonian.
They're all in on it.
Never seen again.
Those museums that you go to in New York and stuff.
Yeah.
What a
so
trip.
People used to live a lot taller and a lot older. The Timucua, who were not only tall, they, in their own words, what they told the Spanish or the French who first encountered them were that they were 300 years old, some of them.
Wow.
And they weren't talking about lunar years or, they weren't misrepresenting a year. 300 years old. And then one of them, the oldest, they said was 350.
What's their trick?
Well,
Who do you use?
They did not eat anything after sundown.
Wow.
So many of the tribes in Florida did not eat anything from sundown to sunup. Not anything. Many of them didn't drink at all from sundown.
That's exactly what Paul talked about. My friend I just brought up, by the way, said don't drink when the moon's out.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to fast.
You could say that. Now,
okay.
I tend to be a full moon feast, new moon fast type of guy. That's my, philosophy. And they had feasts. So this very document that tells us about their ages, they were preparing for a feast. And the French were studying how they did this, how they ate, how they prepared their food, because they said, wow, these guys are very old. And the 350-year-old guy, they said, he looked like a bag of bones, but he was still alive and still could walk and talk, 350 years old.
But he was clearly skinny and looked...
So these people, they ate a lot of fruits, a lot of roots around Florida.
It's like what someone in a raw diet looks like, what their body turns into.
Let's think about what they didn't have.
Yeah.
Let's think about what they never had. They never had the cow. They never had the sheep. They never had the pig.
Processed oils.
Well, those were all introduced by the Spanish, those animals. And processed oils.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, I'm getting further away, but you're saying just meat was introduced.
They would hunt some deer here and there.
Deer
some
were
raccoon,
here. Yeah.
But they were more interested in the pelts of those animals and the equipment they had to offer.
They didn't eat pigs. The pigs weren't
here. The pigs were not there yet. DeSoto brought the pigs.
The Spaniards, right?
The Spaniards brought the cow.
What a trip.
The pig.
And the cow.
Mm-hmm. The goat, the sheep.
What an interesting story. So America was it really was kind of a...
The Tocobaga were almost vegetarian, largely. And then...
Forever.
They were considered some of the tallest and lightest. They were very tall and thin, and they were largely vegetarian. They might have had some seafood here and there.
Yeah.
But they were said to be peaceful giants, the Tocobaga of Florida, 7 feet tall, and just peaceful.
Peaceful giants.
Mm-hmm. They got screwed over one time when the guy fed that guy's mom to the dogs, and they were pissed after that.
Yeah.
But for after them, they were very peaceful, the Tocobaga.
We're in the garden. It's existential.